Turning now to the conflict in Sudan, there are reports that airstrikes have killed at least 7 civilians in the capital, Khartoum. There are also suggestions that the aid group, Doctors Without Borders, could pull out of the country after one of its aid convoys was attacked. Well, let's go straight to our correspondent Hiba Morgan, who's on the ground there in Khartoum. Hiba, are we seeing another intensification here in the fighting?
Well, because of the lack of a ceasefire agreed upon by both sides, the paramilitary rapid support forces and the Sudanese army, fighting very much continues here in the capital, Khartoum. Now, the resistance committees of the southern belt, the southern part of the capital, reported that several civilians were killed as a result of airstrikes launched by the Sudanese army against positions of the paramilitary rapid support forces in the southern part of the capital. Several people were also injured, along with properties destroyed, and they say that those who they were able to save and who survived the airstrikes were taken to hospitals for treatment. But fighting does continue. Just a short while ago, we were able to hear gunfire in parts of Omdurman. We can regularly hear the artillery. And as I'm talking to you, Anastasia, we can hear the Antonov plane belonging to the Sudanese army flying overhead. So that shows that 4 months into the conflict, the fighting does continue with no signs of it abating.
As you say, Hiba, we're several months into this conflict now. We know that hospitals and aid groups have been truly struggling. How are they now holding up, especially given what we're hearing from MSF?
Well, we've spoken to doctors repeatedly since this conflict started, and they always say the same thing, that they are in a dire, catastrophic situation. Many hospitals lack basic necessities to be able to operate. We're talking about anesthesia, bandages to be able to wrap up injuries as a result of the fighting. The medic group, Doctors Without Borders, said that their team in the southern part of the capital was assaulted, 18 people being physically assaulted by who they identified as armed men, without clarifying whether it's the Sudanese army or the paramilitary rapid support forces. And they also hinted that should those attacks continue, then they will not be able to continue their operations. And obviously, with medics saying that the situation is catastrophic and that they regularly are in need of assistance, an organization like Doctors Without Borders pulling out would affect the health situation here in the country, and especially in the capital, Khartoum.
Of course, Hiba Morgan there with all the latest for us on the ground in Khartoum. Thank you, Hiba.